Okay, 2.3, we're looking at angles and then radii. So that's radians in plural form. The first thing we're going to look at is when an angle is coterminal. So we're looking at angles just around circles. Okay, so it's a ray out from a coordinate plane from an xy axis, and we're looking at the angle that it makes. So here's an example. We have a ray that shoots out of the origin, and it makes a 30-degree angle right there. Well, if we keep going around, we're going to just keep adding degrees, and that's what makes things coterminal. That means the same spot, the same line. So if I take 30 and I go around the circle all the way around again and add another 360 degrees, I'm at 390. That's what this one is. So I'm going around all the way. I'm at 390 and I'm still at this same angle. So those are coterminal. But we can also go backwards. So if you have a coordinate plane, an xy axis, and you start here and go this way, that's how you get negative angles. So if I go all the way around, that's 180 and continue to that same spot. So I'm going to stop here. I just went all the way around negative 330. So think 360 minus the 30. I have 330, but since I went opposite, it's negative. Those are all the same angle. They all end up at the same line. Okay, those are coterminal. And we do that with radians as well. So all the way around the axis or the circle in radians is 2 pi. So in degrees, it's 360 all the way around. In radians, it's 2 pi all the way around. And kind of, I put the unit circle on here just so you can remember when you start at 0, pi is 180 degrees. And then if you keep going, you're at 2 pi. And then there's some common angles that you see radians and degrees around the circle. So here, if I have 3 pi fourths, that's right here on my circle, 3 pi fourths, and I want an angle coterminal, that means I'm going to go around again. So when I go around, I go another 2 pi. And when you add those, you ignore the pi. So I'm going to go 3/4 plus 2, and I get 11/4, and then add the pi back in. So that is this angle. That's my coterminal angle. I went around one more time, and say I just want to keep going. Okay, so I'm going to go around one more time and do the same thing. I would add another 2 pi. And again, you add it without the pi in the calculator. And now I get 19/4, but there's a pi. So all of those angles end up right there at 135 degrees or 3 pi fourths. It's just how many times are you going around the circle. And then there's a couple questions on here that are going to ask you to find the number of radii, so the radius length around a circle. So if you remember, circumference measures the distance around a circle. It's the perimeter of a circle. So it's saying, say you have the radius, how many radius can fit around the circle? That's what it's asking on those questions.